user will, so if the first sergeant's out there,
Yes, Chief.
when I get up here, I want you to put the unit to.
I'll get my second position as well. Yes,
Which chair am I in?
Right here to the left.
This one?
I was thinking very small.
How many hours one?
You want to give me one category?
Well.
Paramedic? Paramedic. All we're going to do is stand here and say, come on. And then let go. I know, but if they knew what to do, you got it? All right, we're going to stand back here. Take the gloves and the gun. Don't make any sudden moves or act like something is going to happen. Now, do it like this.
I'll say fall out. It's like the kind of like our version of caps.
Straight leg.
All right, well, bye.
Thank you. Congratulations. No, no.
Actually, gotta go.
Handshake.
Nothing. They're shaking hands. I'll just honor.
Hopefully this will be our last time.
Yeah, I just want to. I especially like the fact that you're from Alabama.
Yeah, so he's thinking about every little thing. Yep.
We need to get a nice chair for you. Right there. Armstrong's out and he does little soft, little whoopsie chair.
Hey, I made it here today. Getting acclimated and organized.
Normally this used to
Believe it or not, everything seems to be.
you want to take a chair and sit right here.
Right. No touching, no handshake, no anything. Yeah, well, they're just, and they're live streaming this, so
No,
they don't
you're
want to break
fine.
any
You want to come down.
CGSC
Head double arm intervals. Dress right. Dress.
Move down further.
Arms downward. Move.
Turn yourself underneath.
Left. Face. Head double arm interval. That's right. Trust. Arms. Squat. Roll. Left. Face. Arms down. That's right.
Ready. Front.
The ceremony will begin in 2 minutes. Please silence all cell phones and other electronic devices.
Company! Attention!
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Cadet Staff Sergeant Wood, and I will be the narrator for today's graduation. Please rise if you are able for the invocation by the incoming Brigade Cadet Chaplain, Cadet Staff Sergeant Hughes, followed by the National Anthem.
All right. Rest.
Bow your heads and we'll go to the Lord in prayer. Father, we thank you for your kindness towards us and giving us our lives and our very breath. We thank you for the grace of being a part of your plan. As these candidates become NCOs, I pray that you empower them to be servant leaders in this Corps of Cadets and wherever they go. We thank you for the work laid out ahead for us in the next semester and the academic year. I pray your blessing over this group as they take on the weighty responsibility of an NCO. It's in your name I pray. Amen.
Company! Attention! Order! Arms! Parade! Rest!
Please be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, Colonel Matthews, Sergeant First Class Park, Chief Wyrick, distinguished guests, I would like to welcome you to the graduation ceremony for the 2021 Non-Commissioned Officers Academy. At this time, it gives me great pleasure to introduce the non-commissioned officer in charge, Cadet First Sergeant Byla Edwards.
Colonel Matthews, Sergeant First Class Park, Chief Warrant Officer Wyrick, distinguished guests. Thank you for your support of the Non-Commissioned Officers Academy and the Boar's Head Brigade. This program helps the candidates as well as the cadre develop and improve into the great leaders the Boar's Head Brigade prides itself on producing. I would like to thank the cadre for setting the standard of true leadership with their effort and professionalism given during this course. They've put forth a lot of time and effort into helping create leaders of the future, and I'm proud to say that all of you are the leaders of the future. You've gone through rigorous assessments and embarked on a rigorous journey to become a non-commissioned officer. Your time in NCOA included flag detail assessments, a policy letter test, a knowledge test before it even started, and drill and ceremony, not to mention a variety of mandatory briefings that taught everybody what it really meant to become an NCO. Through it all, candidates have transformed into NCOs, or the backbone of the Corps. These new NCOs have achieved much, but their best is yet to come. NCOA is merely a stepping stone in the long line of achievements they have before them. To the new NCOs, candidates, now NCOs standing in front of me, take what you have learned and use it wisely. I wish you luck in your future and encourage you to not only uphold the standard, but to raise it. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my distinct pleasure to introduce the Commandant of the Non-Commissioned Officers Academy, Sergeant First Class Retired Frank Park. Sergeant First Class Retired Frank Park entered military service on 17th of June, 1992, as an infantryman. His assignments included 1st Battalion, 75th Ranger Regiment, Hunter Army Airfield, Savannah, Georgia, 6th Ranger Training Battalion, Eglin Air Force Base, Florida, South Philadelphia Recruiting Company in the Mid-Atlantic Baltimore Recruiting Battalion, 1st Infantry Brigade Combat Team, 10th Mountain Division, Fort Drum, New York, and 5th Ranger Training Battalion in Dahlonega, Georgia. Sergeant First Class Park has served in duty positions ranging from ammo bearer to platoon sergeant, along with duties as a Ranger School instructor, Battalion S2 Intelligence, NCOIC, Recruiting Station Commander, and Battalion S5, Moral Welfare and Recreation, NCOIC. Over his 24-year career, Sergeant First Class Park conducted numerous worldwide missions to include combat deployments to Afghanistan in support of Operation Enduring Freedom as a sniper section leader, weapons squad leader, and PSD platoon sergeant. Sergeant First Class Park's awards and decorations include the Bronze Star Medal, Meritorious Service Medal, 4th Award, Joint Service Commendation Medal, Army Commendation Medal, 2nd Award, Joint Service Achievement Medal, Army Achievement Medal, 5th Award, Ranger Tab, Master Parachutist Badge, Pathfinder Badge, Combat Infantryman Badge, Expert Infantryman Badge, French Army Mountaineering Badge, Botswana Defense Force Parachutist Badge, the Ram's Head device, and foreign jump wings from Great Britain, Germany, Egypt, Jordan, Italy, Greece, and the United Arab Emirates. Sergeant First Class Park military service includes Airborne School, Emergency Medical Technician Basic, Explosive Entry Ranger Course, Advanced Military Operations in Urban Terrain, Pathfinder School, Basic Military Mountaineer Summer School, Honor Graduate, Basic Military Mountaineer Winter Course, Jump Master School, Advanced Military Mountain Course, Modern Army Combatives Level 2, Special Operations Target Interdiction Course, Honor Graduate, the Primary Leadership Development Course, Basic Non-Commissioned Officer Course, Advanced Non-Commissioned Officer Course, and the U.S. Army Ranger School. Sergeant First Class Park currently serves as the Assistant Operations Coordinator for the Corps of Cadets. He, his wife Susan, and 3 daughters, Madison, Sarah, and Ella, reside in Dahlonega, Georgia. Ladies and gentlemen, Sergeant First Class Retired Frank Park.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Chief Wyrick, distinguished guests, friends, families of the NCOA candidates that you see before you, and most notably, the graduating cadets of 2021 Non-Commissioned Officers Academy. I'd like to thank Colonel Matthews for the opportunity to be a part of this exciting tradition. I would also like to recognize the outstanding team of cadet non-commissioned officers who served as cadre for this class. You guys did an exceptional job under a very challenging operational environment. We're still dealing with COVID-19 here, so good job. At this time, if you are a veteran, would you please stand to be recognized? Thank you for your service. Now, this class here began with 208 candidates, and after a battery of exams and evaluations, 169 remain and will be graduating here today. These candidates received over 50 hours of instruction on leadership and policies during the past 7 days. The candidates put in countless hours of work honing their skills to become junior leaders in the Corps. The 81% graduation rate is a testament to the Corps' proficiency to train future NCOs to standard. Serving as a non-commissioned officer is a great honor that comes with an even greater responsibility. Your subordinates will be looking to you for guidance and knowledge. Always do your best to take care of them and to show them what right looks like. Lead by example. You are junior leaders of the Corps, the ones who will continue to carry on high standards for which the Boar's Head Brigade is known for. I challenge you to continually increase your tactical and technical knowledge while always leading from the front. Graduates, I congratulate you, and I'm proud of you. I look forward to watching you continue to grow and accomplish great feats here in the Corps. Now, today's guest speaker is Chief Wyrick. Chief Warrant Officer 4 retired Wyrick entered the service on 26 June 1973 as an infantryman. His assignments include tours with the 1st Squadron, 1st Cav, 1st Armored Division, O'Brien, Kaserne in Schwabach, Germany. BCO, 2nd Battalion, 2nd Brigade, Fort Jackson, South Carolina. 7th Special Forces, Airborne, Fort Bragg, North Carolina. 3rd Special Forces Group, Airborne, Fort Bragg, North Carolina. And Special Warfare Training Group, Fort Bragg, North Carolina. Chief Wyrick has served in duty positions ranging from Red-Eyed Gunner, Red-Eye Team Leader, Red-Eye Section Leader, Drill Sergeant, Special Forces Weapons Sergeant, Heavy and Light, Operations and Intelligence Sergeant, Team Sergeant, ODA Warrant Officer, ODA Team Leader, Operations Warrant Officer, Company, at the Company, Battalion, and Group level, along with duties as Special Forces Liaison Officer for multiple Joint Task Force commands and Sniper Instructor. Chief Wyrick deployed multiple times to Central and South America, conducting numerous drug interdiction operations and foreign internal defense training missions. While assigned to Charlie Company, 3rd Battalion, 7th Special Forces Group, Airborne, Fort Davis, Panama. Chief Wyrick continued to deploy to Central and South America to conduct counter-terrorist and sniper training missions. While in Panama, Chief Wyrick was the team leader for ODA 792 during Operation Just Cause, conducting multiple combat missions, which eventually brought down the Noriega leadership and his control of Panama. Again, in Panama, Chief worked with the Delta Force and the State Department on several training missions, which included joint operations in building and airplane takedowns. While assigned to the Special Warfare Training Group as the Operations Warrant Officer, he oversaw the Special Forces Selection Course, Phase 1, and Officers Course, making sure they were resourced for all aspects of their training on Fort Bragg and Camp McCall, North Carolina. He also oversaw the Phase 3 training and Robin Sage field training exercise. Robin Sage was the final phase of the Special Forces qualification course. Chief's awards and decorations include the Legion of Merit, Meritorious Service Medal with 2 oak leaf clusters, Army Commendation Medal, 4th Award, Army Achievement Medal, 2 oak leaf clusters, Good Conduct Medal, 4th Award, National Defense Ribbon with Star, Special Forces Tab, Master Parachutist Badge, Drill Sergeant Badge, the Combat Infantryman's Badge, Expert Infantry Badge, Honduran and Thai Parachutist Badges. Chief also earned the Thai Jumpmaster Parachutist Badge. He received various campaign and unit decorations throughout his 27 and a half years on active duty. Chief's military education includes the Red Eye Gunner Course, Primary Leaders Course, NCOA Academy, United States Army Drill Sergeant School, BNOC, ANOC, Airborne School, Special Forces Weapons Course, Heavy and Light, Operations and Intelligence Course, Special Operations Training and Target Interdiction Course, Urban Operations Course, Warrant Officers Course, the Jumpmaster School, SEER School, Warrant Officers Advanced Course, and Warrant Officers Staff Course. He also attended several schools in Virginia that he cannot talk about. We have no record of, but is a lifetime member of their coffee club. Chief holds a Bachelor's of Science degree cum laude from Methodist College in Fayetteville, North Carolina, and a master's degree from Piedmont College, Demorest, Georgia. Chief served as the Assistant Director of Operations for the Corps of Cadets for 15 years. During this time, he also served as the Parking and Ticket Appeals Committee Chair for 14 years and the Staff Council President during the merger between the Gainesville College and North Georgia College and State University, which is now known as the University of North Georgia. Some of Chief's additional positions of authority on UNG over his many years of service on campus include Quartermaster at the UNG and Corps of Cadets Military Clothing and Sales Store, and multiple important smaller event and search committees. About 2 years ago, Chief rode off into the sunset and melted into the wooded mountains of North Georgia. In between cups of coffee on the front porch with his wife Susan, Chief continues to actively serve to secure the defense of this great nation from time to time by motivating the current and future leaders of our country in places like Fort Bragg, North Carolina, and here in Dahlonega as well today. He and his wife Susan reside in Clarksville, Georgia. Ladies and gentlemen, Chief Wyrick.
Better hold on to these. I got some wind going. Okay. Practice here. Company! Attention! Hey! Hey! You do know. Scared you there for a minute, didn't I? All right. Let's get going. Good morning. First of all, I want to thank Lieutenant Colonel Matthews and Sergeant Park for allowing me to come and speak to this graduation class. Thought long and hard about what I was going to talk about. I mean, of course, I'm going to talk about leadership. That's the whole idea of what you have been through. For some of you, it's been a continuance from some other organization where you had leadership positions before. Like for me, it was the Boy Scouts and my military college prep school. For some there of this, it's where it's going to be very new to you. Because I want to keep it short, as instructed. Let me use some personal experience to bring up some points that may help me and you as I climb the ladder of leadership. Pay attention, there will be a test at the end of this, and I am serious. First, you have to talk. Talk to your peer group. You know the guys and gals you are graduating with. You've trained together, learned together, and tested together. By now, you should know one another enough to help each other. But you must keep that verbal line of communication and relationship open. Next, talk to the leaders above you. They have the experience. They have dealt with different missions, tasks, and situations that you're going to be involved in. Talk to them and heed their counsel, their guidance, and lessons learned. Then there are the men and women and wise warriors on the comm staff and the PMS staff and the instructors. These people have seen it all, done it all, can talk the talk because they've walked the walk. Maybe not in your day and time, but even though the situations or circumstances have changed, our leadership principles, values have not. As a Spec 4 and a Buck Sergeant, I was taught, counseled, and kicked into 4 point of contact by many a wise sage wearing NCO rank or officer bars. I earned many a soldier's award boards and passed my promotion boards because of them taking the time to talk with me. Second, you want to observe the same leaders. How do they handle the missions, tasks, situation? Each one of them will do something different to help them get the mission complete. They may hold meetings to disseminate information, conduct rehearsals, so all concerned are on board or in the loop. They may delegate responsibilities so more than one thing can get done simultaneously. Things you will want to look for are they following the plan? Do they have attention to detail? What do they do when something goes wrong or the plan does not work? Is everybody in the loop? Yep, you can definitely see when somebody has not been read in or does not have a clue. Yes, observation is key in your leadership. Think, what do my troops see me doing? Remember, perception is very real. Are you a visible leader or now you see me, now you don't? Next, there's learning. I want you to think lifelong learning. You have completed Frog Week. Your learning did not stop. You have completed NCOA. Your learning does not stop here. There's an old saying, know the job below you, learn the next 2 job positions above you. To your advantage, you are in a learning environment because you're here at UNG and the Corps of Cadets. Not only are you getting a civilian education, you are learning the military, Army-specific way of life. My military education began at my military school. Like you, here at UNG, I had to learn to balance my schoolwork with my military training. It was then and is still called time management. Throughout my military career, as a private, Spec 4, NCO, and warrant officer, I continue to go to classes, courses, certifications, and schools. Way too many to mention. The thing to remember is each one of them helped me, my section, my team, or my unit. They had definitely assisted me in my career and promotions. Also included this is my Bachelor of Science and Master's degree. Truthfully, they all helped me get the job on the comm staff. You should never stop learning. Don't get lazy or satisfied ever with where you're at. 4th point, it is your responsibility to develop the next generation of leaders. This shares true now here in the Corps of Cadets and in the future in your military or civilian careers. This means you now become the teachers and the counselors to the men and women you are put in charge of. You can set them up for success by giving them the lessons learned along your way. Before long, all that learning you are done will make you one of those wise sages I spoke of previously. But you must be willing to put in the time and the effort, the practices, the rehearsals, and sometimes the long hours to make sure those in charge those you are in charge of, and even those you're who's supervising you get it right. Knowledge is power, but only if you share it. This came from Staff Sergeant Wyrick to El Salvadorian troops in 1984. Brings us to the point here, are you ready to yoke up? In other words, teamwork. Nothing can make or break a unit faster than teamwork or the lack of it. Have you heard 3 strands of a string make a rope? Or how about 2 will succeed where 1 may fail? They are both true. As a leader, you're going to be challenged on how to motivate your troops towards mission success. How to take advantage or take a diverse group of individuals and mold them into a team ready to accomplish any task assigned. How do you train your troops to become a cohesive asset to your unit's missions? Right now, your concern and focus is going to be on 14 persons, your basic squad. As you move forward to higher positions and gain rank, the size of your focus and concern will change, but your responsibilities and changes will not. They will only be bigger and more pronounced. So the question is, are you ready to be a team player? Finally and quickly, there is knowledge. I want you to learn to acknowledge your strengths and weaknesses. In doing so, you can embellish and enhance your strengths, which will be good for you, your troops, and your unit. At the same time, you will need to work on and improve on your weaknesses, resulting in the same point as I just mentioned above about your strengths. Now add to that the task of recognizing both of these in your troops. Here's where, as a leader, you have to decide who is right for the job, task, and mission at hand. And who do I need to mentor, counsel, guide, to assist them to improve themselves in the needed areas. I want you to warn you that this is not easy. By no means. First, you must work on yourself before you can help others. It may mean you have to talk with others, observe and watch others, learn new things, new ways, and new standards. Develop others while willing to be developed. Yoke up and become a team player, while all the time acknowledge your strengths and weaknesses. Now, if you've been listening, you might have caught an acronym so that you could possibly and easily remember the 6 points I've just given you. Think about it for a minute and let me know when you have it by raising your hand. Do not sound off with it just yet. I see 2. Go ahead, young man. Tell me what the acronym is.
Told ya.
That's what I want you to remember. Chief told you. All right, final words of wisdom. Y'all can all relax a little bit. All right? You're not being graded on this. Take care of your troops and leaders. They will take care of you. Respect begets respect. Show respect to your troops and your leaders. Also remember, respect is earned, not given. Leaders are not born, they are created. And finally, stay physically fit, mentally sound, and morally straight. Thank you for this opportunity to share with you today. Company, attention! Hooray! Hooray!
Thank you, Chief Wyrick. The Distinguished Honor Graduate and Honor Graduate for NCOA Class 2021 are cadets who not only excelled academically, but also performed exceptionally in all leadership positions and continued to motivate their peers through deeds and words. For displaying outstanding leadership potential and motivation, the Distinguished Honor Grad will receive a plaque and a $1,000 scholarship, and the Honor Graduate will receive a plaque and a $500 scholarship. The Distinguished Honor Graduate of NCOA Class 2021 is Cadet Daniel Traylor. The Honor Graduate of NCOA Class 2021 is Cadet Hannah Zinn. Ladies and gentlemen, I will now give you the remaining graduates of the 2021 Non-Commissioned Officers course. Please hold all applause until the final name is read. Acker Ethan. Adekola Olamide. Alan Aaron. Anderson Jacob. Antonio Darren. Ash Carson. Bailey Luke. Barbuska Marco. Barnes Michael. Barrett Timothy. Bow Matthew. Bautista Jonathan. Bell Micah. Bement Andrew. Bradley Bellana. Bradley Lorana. Britt Shalin. Brown Maxton. Calderon Jessica. Calvert Jack. Campbell James. Carlock Shelby. Casimir Jacques. Castellano Soranado Deanna. Cato Benjamin. Chinchilla Roxana. Kogenauer Robert. Crumley David. Davenport Dawson. Dehan Timothy. Delgado Adrian. Dooley, Ashley. Dubois, Brandon. Edmondson, Carey. Elkins, Taylor. Ellis, Nathan. Erickson, Austin. Davis, Alexander. Fath, Natalie. Faulkner, Balon. Fabrez, John. Fisher, Isaac. Lawrence, Tavia. Frazier, Thomas. Gazaway, Austin. Genovese, Alexander. Giffen, Ava. Gigante, John. Gonzalez, Jonathan. Green, Dylan. Griffin, Robbie. Haley, Nicholas. Hall, Joshua. Ham, Zachary. Harper, Gina. Harris, Benjamin. Harris, Eve. Hathaway, Colin. Hicks, James. Hobgood, Christian. Houts, William. Hudson, Jonathan. Jordan, Ryan. Jensen, Tyler. Johnson, Chase. Joseph, Mike. Carpathy, Sandor. Kim, Jesselyn. Kinsey, Zoe. Colt, Brandon. LaCroix, Matthew. LaPrade Brendan. Lewis Clarence. Lipsky Sebastian. Lodi Muhammad. Longo Elena. Lavelle Tatiana. Lunsford Luke. Lyons Jacob. Martin Christopher. Martin Joshua. Martinez Ethan. McBride Parker Colin. Meade Nicholas. Madonis Sienna. Marish Andrea. Miles Savannah. Miller Allison. Maloney James. Morehouse Jarrett. Morgan William. Mulcahy Alyssa. Nash James. Dow Leonora. Wynn Stephen. Norman Jeremiah. Ober Nicholas. Okanlawan Faith. Oliveros Kevin. Paniagua Selena. Park Hunbean. Parker Garrett. Parrish Jacob. Parsons Thomas. Payne Trevor. Patton Donnie. Perez Douglas. Pineda Fernando. Perch Jackson. Perkle Benjamin. Polamini Joseph. Petit Nathaniel. Potter Joshua. Powell, Aaron. Powers, Kyle. Proles, Maximilian. Pruitt, Austin. Rainwater, Jonathan. Ralph, James. Reed, Tremaine. Reynolds, Frank. Reiner, Austin. Rodriguez, Dylan. Rose, Maddox. Yu, Swong Che. Rugema, Betty. Samples, Thomas. Sandrin, Michael. Saren, Andrew. Sawyer, Nathan. Scott, Dawson. Singzi, Sompavana. Sheehan, Jeremiah. Shirley, Logan. Shores, Ian. Sisson, Adam. Sosby, Caitlin. Stroyer, Megan. Stewart, Aaron. Swain, Sterling. Swanson, Ethan. Tabor, George. Taylor, Aaron. Taylor, Javion. Trutt, Annabelle. Willis, Angel. Windsor, Jared. Withrow, Kenneth. Woodall, Joshua. Yarman, Christopher. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the NCO Creed and the playing of the Army Song.
Company, attention! The NCO Creed!
Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes our ceremony. Once again, thank you for attending today's graduation, and please have a safe drive home.
On the command of fall out, sound off.